Hi guys, it's Kelly Latavola here, and I'm back with another installment of What Would Kelly Make. This is going to be the technique video, and here I'm showing you just the card that I made that's in the full card video. The technique, which is what we're going to concentrate on here, is a Copic bubble background. So from the parcels that were sent to me, I picked Lawn Fawn's Elfie Selfie, stamp set, and die. And then I thought that would look really cute with kind of like this little bubble party light kind of background. So here I just picked out a blue family, it's the B0 family, and then my colorless blender. You're going to need a colorless blender. I filled mine before I started to make sure that it had lots of ink in it and it was going to work really well. I picked the middle shade, which is a B02, and I'm just scribbling that down so that I can kind of show you what this is going to look like. I'm just going to take that colorless blender and I'm going to start making circles, big circles, little dotted circles. And you can see how the colorless blender pushes the ink out. So it leaves almost kind of like a bleach spot. The really fun thing about this is the more you do, kind of the cooler it looks. So you can scribble the brush down to make larger circles, or you can just hold like the point of it on there. The other thing that you can do is, because it's not erasing color, it's pushing the color out. You can put two of the circles next to each other or partially on top of each other, and it's going to start to create kind of like a layered pattern. This works better on darker colors. That doesn't mean that it won't work on lighter colors. Here I'm using a B quadruple zero. Is it a quadruple zero? It is. And a B00. And I'm going to do the same thing that I did over there just so you can kind of see what that looks like. Because there isn't as much pigment on the paper, it's going to be a much lighter effect, much more subtle, but sometimes that's what you're going for, and that's okay too. So it's just kind of like a really fun effect. This is especially cool for, I like to use it, like when you go to weddings, you know, and they have like a color theme, and then they have like colors splashed up on the wall. That's kind of how I used it in the card. Here, how I used it in the card was with a gradient, so I'm showing you with all the colors kind of how different it's going to look with a darker pigment on the way up. So this is just blended out all those colors that I showed you in the beginning. And I'm doing the same thing with the colorless blender, putting down circles, layering them on top of each other, big ones, small ones. We don't discriminate. We love all circles in this technique. But another thing this is super cool for is if you have a stamp set or die that is underwater characters, this is kind of super fun to do, and especially with the blues, you can really envision how that would look. Also, if you do a scene where you have light coming through like trees, this would be something super cool to do to kind of mimic that look of the light particles. Here, this is the darkest color, this is the B06, and you can really see how it pushes that pigment out. It makes that circle lighter. If it's not as light as you want it to be, you can keep going over it and keep lightening it up. So like I said before, this is just the technique video, just showing you kind of how to put this down on the paper. If you would like to see how I applied this to a card, the full card video is also available on Simon Says Stamps YouTube channel, and then also on their blog if you're interested in seeing that. I hope you guys are, and I will see you over there. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.